This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the BioMaryland Booth at Bio International in Philadelphia 2015. I have with me Gallya Gannot of Opticul Diagnostics. It's a private company. Gallya, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you very much. Thank you for interviewing me.
It's good to have you. So let's find out about your company.
Thank you, Shelley. So Opticul Diagnostics was founded in Israel, actually in Jerusalem, in 2008. We moved in 2010 to Maryland, to Rockville, and we got some support from Maryland and also from Israel. So this is a biotechnology company that develops a device that identifies microorganisms in clinical laboratories. Our device is already in clinical studies, which is very exciting. We are in the pre-market prototype, and we will be ready to market in a couple of months.
So who's your typical customer?
So thank you, Shelley, for that question. The typical customer is actually the hospital microbiology lab and also private microbiology labs.
So they're using your technology. What is their purpose? So I know it's a diagnostic, so please explain.
So actually it's a device that identifies bacteria. So the bacteria is taken from primary culture dish, smeared on our device after an incubation of 24 hours max, and then it's inserted into the stationary unit, and you get an identification of the microorganisms in less than a minute. And this saves identification time of additional 24 or 48 hours. And it also saves time and money to the technician and to the hospital.
So give me an example of some of the bacteria that you're working on.
So it identifies bacteria of the throat. It identifies also bacteria that are in wounds and in infectious diseases, in various infectious diseases. Right now the device identifies 12 most common microorganisms, but we are scaling it up to all the microorganisms in the clinical lab.
So would you say that it's primarily for hospitals?
So it is for hospitals, it's also for private laboratories and also for smaller clinics that can have an incubator. We're planning to also make it a point of care. That's the next generation of the device. And then even private practices will be able to use the device. This is wonderful.
So what's your background?
So I am started as a dentist. After a short practice as a dentist, I finished my doctoral training in infectious diseases at the Tel Aviv University. I did my postdoc in Bethesda, Maryland at the NIH. And then I started with the company in 2008.
So why Maryland?
Well, first of all, we love Maryland because both me and my husband finished our postdocs at NIH or FDA for him. And also Maryland was always kind to us because they gave us lots of grants. And the FDA is here, the NIH is here, a wealth of knowledge and information, lots of hospitals. We did some of our studies in hospitals around it. It's a wonderful atmosphere to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a website for more information on Opticul Diagnostics. Please give us your website.
Thank you. So Opticul Diagnostics is www.opticaldiagnostics, opticaldiagnostics.com. Visit us. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gallya Gannot, Opticul Diagnostics. It's a private company. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the BioMaryland Booth at Bio International in Philadelphia 2015. Gallya, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.